What the story that really shocked me while I was on holiday, I mean, maybe I should be shocked, is this one here. So I think it's going to cause some problems for Angela Rayner. Rayner defends her third home, £800,000. We've got to say, the first home they're referring to is the one she lives in as a cabinet minister, so you can't really count that. But they are about to have a crackdown, apparently, in the budget on people who've got excessive property. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I don't necessarily think that there's anything wrong with her buying as many properties as she chooses, but the problem that I think a lot of people have with this is the hypocrisy. You know, the government are going after people with second and third homes. They're going after wealthy people that have probably worked extraordinarily hard in their lives. And then at the same time, those very government ministers are indeed buying up more of those homes. The other problem is Angela Rayner is the housing minister. You know, she has responsibility over the housing market. She is responsible for building more homes, ensuring that the planning system is being deregulated. And I've been quite disappointed with how much they've abandoned that. I was quite excited by this Labour government and what they can achieve with
She famously
housing.
said, "I'm not going to let newts get in the way of humans."
Good.
Well, you think that's right?
I think that's good, but it
absolutely
hasn't
right.
happened.
Well, when is anyone going to speak for newts?
No, well, there'll be a newt spokesman, no doubt, and people waving banners. But the point being, this is sheer hypocrisy on the part of the Telegraph, the Sun, the Mail, any right-wing paper, because they never fail to take the chance of having a go at Angela Rayner because they think she's some uppity person who doesn't deserve to have, you know, anything beyond what, you know, what.
Well, they might be scared of her. They might be scared of her because if she becomes Labour leader,
strong woman, so bring her down. Now, the point being that most MPs who don't live within the London area have a second home and they get a budget for an allowance. So she is doing no different to any other MP. So why pick on her? Because she's Angela Rayner. And it's outrageous. It's sexism and it's classism. And these are the two things that for instance, the Mail and the Telegraph have, money and class.
But I don't think... my understanding of this whole socialist thing at the moment is that you're not supposed to have more than one home. Is that right? Have I misunderstood that?
I would hope that this government aren't socialist, although they do seem to be behaving as such. I think on housing specifically, I think Nina and I will agree on this. You know, we absolutely need to be building more homes, and that's how you solve the crisis. Angela Rayner is housing minister. I was so excited by what she'd be able to achieve, and she just hasn't delivered. But so far,
for heaven's sake, they've been in power for a year.
And they've blocked legislation.
What have they blocked? I'm confused now because I thought they were basically saying if you want to build a shed in your back garden and have it as a separate house, you can do that.
Yep.
They have been saying that, but they have also given into organisations like National Trust. They basically said, you know what, we're going to give in, and you're absolutely right. People, you know, the newts have basically taken over in a situation where if you want to build anything in this country, you have to go through reams and reams of documents.
They're cutting through the red tape as they can.
Okay.
It's a slow process.
It's not good enough.
But I hate...
They need to go harder and faster.
Yeah.
What I hate is this attack on Angela Rayner. I mean, she went to Glyndebourne the Opera a year or so ago, and it would make your lip curl the way they went at it. She's not supposed to go to the opera. That's for toffs, and not for the like of her.
There was a picture of her on holiday last week that I happened to see.
She's vaping.
She was in a canoe vaping.
I mean,
and someone said, "At last, a politician who represents me."
Right, yes. I mean, I agree.
I'm up for that.
I'm up for that. I think the fact that what I quite like about Angela Rayner is that she is a vapor. She likes to go for a drink. She likes to go clubbing when she goes on holiday. You know, she does kind of represent what everybody else in this country is like.
She's as much of a normal person as you can be
and
in
it's
that
precious. In politics, this is not a party point. There's 650 people in that building. We don't know who they are. No. 630 of them. 20 of them are three-dimensional. No. And they jump out. And whatever you think of Boris or Angela Rayner, they're three-dimensional. We're desperate for people like that.
She is an admirable woman, and I really admire her.
All right.